Hey y'all, what is up YouTube? Sparky Marky Mark here, and I'm back to do a review and unboxing for a certain timepiece. But with that, we're going to take a little look history at this particular item and watch in questioning, and it's known as the Heuer Monaco. But first, it's now called Tag Heuer Monaco, but originally going back like say 43 years ago, it's Heuer Monaco. And it is the first, not say first, it is a series of automatic chronograph wristwatches originally introduced by Heuer in 1969 honor of the Monaco Grand Prix. And if anybody know what is the Grand Prix essay, that you wanted to know, it's in France. Now, and in French it's known as the Grand Prix de Monaco. It's a Formula One race motor racing event held annually on the Circuit de Monaco in late May and June. Running began since 1929. Wow, 93 years ago. Whoa. And of course, it races automobiles and among other things. And this is what it is not. This is what it looked like. And now it's gotten way popular over the many years. So enough chit chat with this. So going back, let's go here. So the Monaco revolutionary for being the first automatic square cased chronograph. Rolex was the first with a square chronograph in the 1940s. There's a link, check it out on Wiki. Or yeah, let's take a look at it anyway. See what it looks like back then in the 1940s. Heck, it'll take a load. So if you take a look very carefully, the film star, Hollywood film star Steve McQueen used the watch to accessorize his character Michael Delaney in the 1971 film Le Mans. In the decades after his passing, McQueen's passing, the film still hold on a second, y'all. Give me a sec. It takes time to load. This is part of the Le Monde Edmond. It's kind of difficult to describe, but here is a square cased Rolex chronograph. Reference number 3830. Here's what it looked like. I'm not interested in signing. No, thank you. So here it is. Let me take a look. Oh, here it is, y'all. Here it is. Antique magnetic. I can't even tell where it is, but this is the original square cased Rolex. But this is like 80 something years old now. Make it about, let's just say 83 years now. But the design and look is magnificent. Don't you all think? You can check it in Wiki as well. So the watch still made the synonymous with McQueen and McQueen fanatics and fans, although it was discontinued in the mid-70s, right around before the quartz crisis in the late 70s, which was very unfortunate. And of course, the Monaco was reissued in the late 80s in 1989 with new designs, and reintroduced an entirely new mechanism in 2003 in response to McQueen increasing popularity. Due to his popularity, even after his passing, his legacy lives on to people. And there are model variants, beginning with this in the summer of '69, or whichever time it was in 1969. Monaco 1133, McQueen Monaco, which we know is the color of blue dial. That's what we know of. And then you got the 1533, the 736033, Monaco 74033, and then you got the re-editions over the many years, digital for the Monaco here. Can't even say where in the heck this, oh yeah, Basel World 03, that was 12 back then. And then it got very, very crazy with the squares in many years. And with that, let's take a little look to the original Monaco, beginning with the 1133 models. Ignore this. These are from the nowadays. I'm not talking about those, but I'm talking about that in particular. And this. Why? Look at the shapes, everybody. Square, like we see nowadays, but the pushers, which are the one on the right that are one here and the second one there, there and there. See? All circle. That's correct, y'all. And you can either have it with the bracelet or without the bracelet. And that's how it looked back then. Look at it carefully. This particular one was worn the wrist of Steve McQueen's character Michael Delaney in Le Mans. And believe it or not, there is a CGI version of McQueen and racer Lewis Hamilton in a short video called Duel. And I gotta say, I'm gonna leave you in the link in the description. I'm gonna leave you guys the link in the description box down below to check it out. It's amazing. And it was aired in 2009. I wasn't aware of that back then. And here's the original Monaco, the vintage one, with the original box. Like, wow. Can you believe that, y'all? Again, ignore these. I'm not talking about these. I'm talking about that. The OG right there. The original. Not the gangster, yo. No, I'm not talking about gangster. And I'll leave you also the link in the description box down below for the Houdinki talking watches with individual by the name, a guy by the name of Morgan King, who was a staple in the watch community, or the pillar of the watch community. He's got some Monacos, you know. The first two were prototypes, and he got the famous Dark Lord. What is the color of the Dark Lord? Does it look all black? Yes, it does, but you're gonna be surprised that the crown there on the left is on the right with the pushers. So that came out in the mid-70s in 1975 or 1976. But I'll get that in a moment. So yeah, these are the OGs, and I'm going to show you of Le Mans. Hold on, but let's take a look carefully. I mean, seriously, this piece is taking you way back to your days. Say that when your mom and dad were young, or your grandparents were raising your mom and dad before any of yous were born, or anybody born in the early 60s onto the early 70s. Anybody in your family know who Steve McQueen was, or and heck, anybody would noticed it. And here's the original box, and that's the original Monaco. I mean, seriously, look at that design, man. You don't see that anymore. Now you get the new ones with the different looks. Like, for instance, take this one. That's the nowadays. And as well as that right there. But the shape hasn't changed. Just the case size. I don't have access to one anyway, because, again, those have gone a little bit pricey. There's the Golf, which is representing the uniform that McQueen wore, and the colors is representing of the Porsche he drove in the film Le Mans. Here it is as well. So yeah, this is what you're looking at, the history of this particular timepiece, going back, say, 52 years now. 53 to be exact. So yeah, and over the many years, and now take a look right here, if I move the camera very, very gently. Here it is the nowadays with the different Monaco, but this is like rare now. It says it right there, but the pushers are right there. I'll leave you also a link for a Swiss Watch Expo about the OG Monacos and their ambassadors of the nowadays that it's been famously. The original bands, and you got your bracelets. Depends how you like it, of course, if you ever come across one. And they're very, very sheen. I mean, a lot of these you don't come across anymore. And really, even that the recent one that McQueen wore in the film, given to his agent, that he gave even after his passing, went into recent auctions in 2014 for 800 grand. Wow. McQueen is still famous even after his passing. Look at that very carefully, everybody. This is what the reasons you don't come across these anymore. They're very, very cool, stylish, everything you want to know about the Monaco family. Here is a shot of Steve McQueen as Michael Delaney in Le Mans. Pause that carefully, everybody. This is what you're looking at here. Steve McQueen, the king of cool. And if anybody goes to either certain malls in your area or jewelry store, they have tag Heuers for sale or Heuers, you're going to look at a picture of Steve McQueen like this in the scene of his movie. And that's him wearing the Monaco on his right wrist. And that's the OG right there. And you see the name Golf? Yeah, that's the one you saw earlier a moment ago. Pause that very carefully, everybody. This is Steve McQueen, the king of cool. Heuer, everybody. Wow. And with that, let's take a look at another variant design of the Monaco. Very carefully. Alrighty, the next one will be the 1533. The 1533. And you could tell it may look the same. Yes, it is, but there's a problem. If you look at it from this photo right here, you see that there's two. You can see two. But in this one, you're only seeing one of which is the seconds moving. And different variation colors. Whether you wanted steel or regular bands. These are, I don't know if these are what they're coined as or nicknamed the, how you call the one eye, of course. But now it's often sold between the $6,000 to the $12,000 range. Of course, it's fetching a premium, the blue model version. Very, very premium. Oh yeah, that's what you're looking at, folks. Not that, but you're looking at these. You're gonna be taking a look at that in a moment. I can't even tell, but that's the Dark Lord right there. So yeah, get moving with these. These are the one eyes, but they're fetching premium. The blue ones are catching premium. The regulars are just basic to 6,000 to 1,200 and 1,200, 500 to 1,500. $12,500. They're catching for premium, and the blue ones are catching premium. That's all you gotta know. And with that, let's check on the next model that we're gonna see. Say hello to the 73633. 73633. This is the model, y'all, and it may look the same, but there's a big difference. The crowns, which is usually on the left, is on the right with the pushers. Can you all tell the difference? Can you tell it? Like this, and the other ones of the nowadays, they're like this. The pushers, and then you got the crown in the middle, on the right side. And plus, it's a triple chronograph. All right. I can't even tell what this one has, but let's check it on Wiki. All right, and let's see, the third subdial, it's the date with the dial was eliminated and in favor for a third subdial power with the VAL, the Valjuk 7736 movement. On the side of the blue models and other two variants, the 733G came, and this particular one that we were seeing came out in 1972, but doesn't specifically say it. So entirely, okay, the 7633G came and released came originally entirely gray. Later, it was replaced by the black and gray subdials. Now the blue ones are selling. The blue models are selling typically around the $4,500 range to the $6,000 range. So yeah, that's what it is, y'all. So yeah, triple, and you got the crowns. The crown is on the right along with the pushers. Let's check on the next one. Say hello to the 74033. Also known as the Dark Lord. And yes, it doesn't have a third subdial. It has the original two. And that's what it's coined as, the Dark Lord. All dark variants. Here's a name for it. Dark Lord. That's right, y'all. In black bracelet or just basic straps, this is what it's given by to anyone that knows of the name the Dark Lord. I mean, this was of course released in the mid 70s, even way before we heard of Darth Vader and Star Wars. So here it is, and it's all black PVD. PVD stands for physical vapor deposition. Deposition. Variant model 74033N. Uses of special black coating where the name came from. And of course, it got discontinued due to the quartz crisis, and it was one of the controversial Heuer's chronographs as until 2007. Authentically, authentically, it has been debated for some enthusiasts deny that they came from the Heuer factory. Others stated that less than 20 were made. The story about the watch vary between sources. And what else? Oh yeah, in August of 2007, Jack Heuer confirmed its production by Heuer caused them so much auction activities in July and August of 2007, being a racer example of the Monacos. The best example cost them more than $10,000. In excellent condition, sold for $7,500, therefore making it $7,500. So yeah, folks, this is what you're staring at, folks. This is the Dark Lord, or the famous Dark Lord, or the infamous Dark Lord, if you will. Yep, that's what it's given the nickname way back, y'all. Way back. So yeah, that's what it is, y'all. And you can even find these anyway. I don't even know where do you come across these Dark Lord models. So yeah, on to the next model. Alright, the next one we're going to be seeing is the Monaco CS211R.FC6401 Heuer re-edition. The model is reissued version of the original Monaco. In 1998 produced a limited edition of 5,000. Despite the company being acquired by Techniques d'Avant-Garde, meaning the subsequent models were bear current Tag Heuer logo on its face. The CS2111 bears the old Heuer logo under its predecessors, with a new updated design. It came in a T dial, automatic movement with a black dial on leather strap. Tan strap was the other choice. This model differs extremely by its placement of the winding crown. That is on the 3 o'clock position rather than the 9 o'clock position. So yeah, with that, let's take a quick look at this variant design. Let's take a look. And here it is, folks. This is what it looks like. You got your leather strap version. Let's take a look. Let's take a peek here. Alright, this is what it looks like. Okay, seeing it, what you just read, and say hello to this one. This is what it looks like, folks. And then here's a stainless steel version of this model with a different band and everything. So yeah, with that, let's take a look at the other one. Oh, and here's a different one in its original packaging. Take a look at that, y'all. And let's be clear, 5,000 of these badasses were made. I don't know if you can come across one near mint or something like that. Enough chit-chat, let's check on the next one. All right, next up is the Monaco CW2113. The Monaco was reintroduced in 2003 with an entirely new mechanism and a 7-row steel bracelet on its square links. This model runs on a caliber 17 mechanism. As with all other models in production at the time, this version features the current logo rather than the old Heuer logo of the previous editions. And with that, let's take a look at it. And this is what it looks like, y'all. The bracelet models. That is what you're looking at. Nicknamed the Steve McQueen, of course, obviously because of the colorations of the blue and white. Take a look at that, y'all. That's what it is. Can't tell if I can zoom in, but that's what it is, y'all. That's what it is. Let's check on the next one, y'all. Alrighty, the next one is the Monaco V4. Was introduced in 2004 at the Basel World Watch Trade Show. The V4 is a belt-driven and uses ball bearings for mechanisms rather than the traditional wheels and pinions. So if I've said the name right, the mechanism was inspired in the movement of an automobile engine designed by this gentleman named Jean-Francois I can't even say François Rouchant. With the help of the independent master watchmaker Philippe Dufour, the watch is powered by 4 barrels of storing 375 G of energy each that is visible through the back. And with that, here's a picture of it. Even though it is blurry, but why don't we take a look at an image? Oh, here it is. Okay, this is what it looks like, everybody. The mechanism's insane. Consistency of an automobile engine, obviously. And in fact, this is practically a part of a car. And when you look at the mechanism here, let me just zoom for you all. Oh yeah, that's what you're looking at, folks. That is what you're looking at. Definitely an engine. And I don't even know if this watch is coined or nicknamed the car engine. I can't even tell either. So, well, that's all there is to know about this particular watch and design from 04. And with that, let's take a look at the next one, like now. All right. So this next one is the Monaco 69 CW9110. And it's it's how you call it, a dual kind of watch. You know, one side is for digital, the other one's analog. Not there's like 2 additional watches, you know. No, you can like switch it. You can see the reverse of it's like a reverso but different. And yes, it's quartz. But all in all, this is a very, very cool model, you know. And the year, of course, was released in the year this watch came out was introduced in Basel World in 2003. And of course, the watch is distinctive for its 2-side face. On one side, it uses the caliber 2 mechanism, but on the other one, when flipped over, it features quartz caliber HR03 readout. And yeah, and the watch was released in production in 2005, which won the Les Grands Prix de Horlogerie de Geneva prize. So it won that prize. Wow. I don't even know if it's still around. I mean, I haven't heard any word it's been discontinued. I mean, and here it's selling for about $6,900. Used was about $3,000. And I don't even know where other places it could sell. Ignore that, by the way. Walmart, no, Walmart won't sell any luxury items. So ignore that, ladies and gentlemen. Erase that what I just saw. So yeah, maybe it'll be selling at Swiss Watch Expo or other places that they have, or any other sites. So yeah, it's a magnificent timepiece, really. All right, let's get to the next one. All right, next one is the Monaco Caliber 360 LS, and the LS stands for linear second. Excuse me. Was unveiled at Basel World 2006. It takes the inspiration from the aforementioned V4. Unlike typical chronograph pieces and watches, there's no stopwatch dial. The watch features 1000 chronograph counter exterior on the chronograph engine and a 15-minute counter embedded in the chronograph engine. Similarity embedded 100-minute power reserve indicator and linear second indicator on the 3 o'clock using an exclusive hairspring technology, a first of its type. Wow. And with that, let's take a little look at this photograph right about here. Amazing. Using the tag and the original logo of the Heuer. Amazing, obviously. And let's take a look at the rest. So in the vicinity, well, it's used. I highly doubt there's nothing that said it's been discontinued or anything like that. Didn't say anything it was discontinued. You can either get it in metal band, rubber strap, leather strap, or in this case, the bracelet. And this is how it looks, everybody. Take a look at it very carefully, if I were you. Very carefully. Amazing, isn't it? You can't deny the existence of this particular one. Oh, let's just go back to where we were. There we are. Alrighty, next up, on to the next one. Alright. The next one is the Monaco 24. Released in Basel World in 2009, this TAG Heuer introduced the concept which called the Monaco 24, named in honor of the 24-hour of Le Mans race and bearing the distinctive striping of the Gulf oil color livery, the stripings and all that. The watch takes its design cues from the Le Mans prototypes that participated in the Animal Classic. The Caliber 33 movement cased within a steel tube or housing that can be seen through the dial face, The watch is constructed and industrial grade tungsten, if I said the name right. According to an announcement by Jean-Christophe Babin, president of TAG Heuer, the watch is also named after the fact that it can withstand the impact of 24,000 G. Wow. Which is the equivalent of 20 meters of a fall. Wow, 20-meter fall. And let's take a quick look at this. Let's zoom in and let's take a look. Wow. And the pushers are circle and the crown is on the 3 o'clock. Wow, but it has the classic shape. And it has TAG Heuer. And with that, let's take a look at this. Wow, and selling for $12,000 on this side. I'd rather ignore buying it from eBay if I was anyone looking for a good watch or a high-end piece. And here it is. Amazing timepiece they've released. But the Golf, it remains iconic because it has the colors. Another of these three colors, you can tell it was from the color of the Porsche, that the Porsche race car that was driven by Steve McQueen in the 1971 film Le Mans. Another coincidence is, even though this watch doesn't say Golf, but we can tell the colors, it's Golf. And it's a caliber 12 movement, obviously. Caliber 12, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, that was a bit of a mouthful. So anyways, let's get on to the next one. Now, not much to see about this. The Monaco Classic celebrated its 40th anniversary of the watch, and of course the watch was reissued as the Monaco Classic, listed caliber 11 movement, limited edition only of 1,000 in 2009, around the time I was done with high school. Despite using the casing of the recent editions, the push buttons and mounted in the same position as the originals, and the uses of Heuer logo. Pictures of the caliber 11 from the Stafford reissue, the Siffert reissue. However, indicate that the new Cal 11 differs from the original, and it is not a micro rotor, and it has different jewel count, 55 versus the original 17. Wow. Not much to go on with this rendition part, but let's take a little look of what it looks like if there isn't. Let's go on to the next one. But here it is. Say hello to the 40th anniversary rendition of the caliber 11 chronograph, limited to 1,000 pieces. And this was 2009. And of course, this had to have the same look and everything, but except the pushers, they're in a different shape. And the band is a little bit close because it has these holes that can allow the wearer to have their skin breathing on their wrist. So, high five to that one, y'all. High five, y'all. So yeah, this is how it looked like, y'all. This is the original. And it's a bit of limited edition, maybe easy to get or hard to get. But again, 1,000 were made. Depends on what number is this one. So yeah, no chit-chat, on to the next one. Well, here's the last one, y'all. This one is the Monaco Grande Date. Introduced in 2009 as a higher-end luxury version of the Caliber 6, marketed towards the fashion-forward and self-assured ladies. The Monaco Grande Date is smaller than the typical Monaco models. The watch is only available with a alligator strap and with Nacre dial, and a dial that is adorned with 13 top Western diamonds, with a case embellished with 26 Westland diamond bezel. So yeah, let's take a look at what this timepiece looks like. Surprise, surprise, here it is, y'all. I believe this is the one with the diamonds, but that's out of stock. But let's just take a little zoom. Wasn't hard to look very closely. But here it is. This is what it looks like, y'all. But this one's particularly for females, so yeah. Any of you ladies want to get one, here it is. This is for the females. Not much to go look down. There's a whiteout version. And here's a basic version, but kind of different. This is for men's, I believe, but it's 38. Oh, what the heck. So take a look at this, y'all. Take a look at this. Take a look at this. This is what y'all seeing. So yeah. And let's take a look at one more, known as a different name, which you're familiar with. Let's take a look at that one. All right, y'all. Here is the last one of them all. McQueen Monaco. As I already mentioned it in here, that this one is part of the 1130, the Golf, and it released many variations. That's what you're looking at, y'all. Pause it or take a picture of it. So yeah. All right. Here it is, y'all. This is the McQueen Monaco, but you're looking at two variations. One is the original, the 1100 series, to the one of the nowadays, which is that one. And the fact of the matter is, you're not going to come across the old ones since those have gone pricier. And you can get these, whether you want it on a leather strap, it'll cost you about $5,500. One in black with no chrono, but that's quartz, so nah. If you want, it's your choice. But this one is about $63.50 at Reach Jewelers, Mayors, different ones, because again, you got the classic caliber on the left, and then nowadays you have the caliber on the right. If you want a bracelet, it's your choice. Take a look at it, everybody. Take a look. So yeah, the color of the Monaco is, yes, blue and white. Yeah, blue and white, because the numbers there are white. The face, the dial is white. You got some reds, but it's known as the blue models, though. Ah, here's the Golf Edition, is what you're about to see pretty soon. But heck, take a little time looking at the originals. And you got some green ones, but also, if you've noticed right here, oh yeah, the red one. Unfortunately, in 2019, celebrating the 50th anniversary of the Monaco, unfortunately, that was limited to only 130 pieces, and those went out like pancakes very, very quickly for collectors who are a fan of racing and a fan of Steve McQueen and a fan of the brand of Tag and Heuer at the same time. So yeah, I believe here's another of this one. Oh yeah, that's what you're about to see, y'all, because this, I mean, seriously, the red one was pretty cool, but sadly that was only limited editions. And if you take a look, it's magnificent. Pause it carefully, y'all. And here's the specifications. 80-hour power reserve. Wow, wow, wow. And unfortunately, this one right here, the red and white, is only limited to 1,000 pieces. Wow, wow, wow. Can't believe it. If they sold that much some time back, they wouldn't be making more. So yeah, here's what you're looking at, y'all. The McQueen Monaco is still indeed alive and kicking. Enough chit chat. Let's see the piece that we're about to see. Like right now, y'all. Let's go. Well, y'all, that was a very in-depth info about all the other Monacos and the ones that have come before, including during the 40th anniversary. This particular one that you're about to see was released around 2018. Now, let's take a look at this. This one is the Heuer Monaco CAW 211R.FC6401 Steve McQueen Special Edition. Now, if you see it here, you've seen this particular color wave: blue, light blue, orange, and black. Now, why is this color reminiscing to you familiar fans and young bucks? And it's also the Golf Edition. There's a Golf right here, but it is representing Golf. Yes, the brand name. And why is this familiar? This color wave looks familiar to you? Anybody that knows Steve McQueen or his movie Le Mans? Oh, I'll give you why. Based on the Porsche 1970 Porsche 917K that was in the film. That's right, y'all. This is the Porsche that he drove in Le Mans. That's the color wave, everybody. This is the Porsche that he drove in that film. Oh, here's a different poster. I believe this is like French or something. But I'll get that anyways out of the way. But this is what became the color that's on the Monaco that you're all seeing. Oh, it takes time. Oh, here it is. I can't even tell if this is I couldn't even, a silk screen poster of the movie, but it is. And that is the Heuer 1100, and this is the Porsche. So when you put two and two together, we are definitely getting the Porsche of this on the watch that you're seeing here. Screw this. It does take time to load. But anyway, oh, here we go. So yeah, pause that carefully, everybody. Pause it very, very carefully. Alrighty. So let's get back to the watch. So that's what it's representing, the color of Golf and the Porsche. That you're about to see. And this is definitely the Steve McQueen Special Edition. That's what you're seeing here, y'all. Plus, this piece was released in April 17, 2018. About 4 days before my, actually 6 days before my 28th birthday. Actually, 27th birthday. Yeah, my 27th birthday. And that, yeah, I mean, I wasn't really aware of Monacos until I started noticing from other movies and other things. And amazing timepiece that I can't believe I've seen before or denied their existence. I wouldn't say denied. I've seen some pieces, but the pushes were always on the 3 o'clock, as opposed to the iconic piece that's always at the 9 o'clock position. Sorry about that, folks, but a little ticklish in my throat. So, yeah. Well, anyways, sorry about that little. Anyways, so this is what it is, and we're about to be taking a look at the timepiece that you're about to see. And you can buy these anywhere at Amazon or at any certain stores. But let's be clear, this is the originals. You already saw that one. So this particular one is at the Feldmar or Watch Co. at selling for about $6,500, $6,550. The iconic one with the blue, if you will, $5,715, $5,715. Reed's Jewelers selling it for $6,350, $6,350. Okay, ignore eBay because I don't know if they do sell legitimate watches there. But always be careful with eBay. Sometimes you get something misplaced or so. But among other things, you can still get. I mean, you can get a Joma shop at certain places you know they would sell. So that's the only thing you're going to be getting out of this. Oof. That's a lot of info to know about this timepiece. So enough chit chat. Let's go to see the watch. Like right now, y'all. Let's see it. Excuse me. So, sliding the box out, I mean the slit out, or whatever you like to call it. Out comes the box. And let's take a look at the shear manuals, or manual. Of course, the instructions are in multiple languages. I can't even tell. Okay. Here's a diagram of the watch. But again, this is a different Monaco, but it's a Monaco, yes, but the look of it is different. But it is a Monaco, not an LS Monaco. $42-hour power reserve. Wow. Goes to the languages. Read that carefully. 200 years. Wow. Who can believe that? So let's get this out of the way and look at the watch in the box. Well, here it is, the Grande Resistance. Where's the watch? Oh, this is how it came with. The belt was off. I got this, of course, around my 30th birthday, ladies and gentlemen, so I forgot to make that video. Again, on my 30th birthday, so here it is with everything in it. And that's the tag. So, details, as well as this. So that stays in. And here's the watch. This is it, folks. This is the Monaco, the Steve McQueen Golf Special Edition. How do you like it, y'all? You love it? You dig it? You what? Well, let's take a little bit let's take out of the strap and take a look. Amazing, amazing. Great mechanisms, motor, motor running. So yeah, this is how you look at it when it's flat. Now let's try putting it back the way it was. Okay, so yeah, this is gonna take a little bit of timing. Hold on. All right, now it's back the way it is. Okay, let's see. Dark blue or light blue with the orange knots, I would say. I can't even tell. And the back is orange. Amazing, amazing. Sticking with the colors. Very, very cool. Anybody can pause that. Genuine leather. I wear this during winter time or I'm relaxing. I wouldn't be wearing this to go to a racetrack. But it is indeed a good Monaco. If I ever get the bracelet version, I can wear that. This is staying true to its roots, as we got for many, many years. Swiss made, everybody. Swiss made. Magnificent, magnificent, magnificent. A little bit like that. There we go, there we go. Who can ignore the existence of this watch? Who? I know I can. So yeah. And this is indeed 38 millimeters. How it will look on the Sparky wrist. What the hell? Let's take a look at it. Looks very cool. Not bad. Depends on how you tighten it, but it feels very, very good. Nothing to complain about there when I tried it on. Whoa. So yeah, folks. Let me know in the comments, what do you like about this particular piece? I mean, it's connected to racing, Steve McQueen, heck, magnificent, magnificent. And the reason why you're only seeing the second hand moving is because that is stopped, but it is a chrono piece. I'm just showing you the admirations the of this Heuer. I can leave you links in the description for other models, including my pal Bruce Williams. Would show it to you. Like, the reason you're seeing me doing this with the crown is that I'm making sure it's going. It's going. Well, let's see the crown. Heck, let's take a look at the crown. What do you say, y'all? Let's take a look at the crown. Heuer, ladies and gentlemen. Heuer. Heuer. And this class is pretty thickness. And I gotta say, this is a good timepiece to wear anytime you like. Anybody familiar besides Le Mans? Also, Tag Heuer Monaco was featured in other films, including, of course, anybody remembers James Franco in Pineapple Express. He plays Soul. He's wearing a Tag Heuer Monaco. And then also you got Al Pacino. They're both wearing the stainless steel version. Al Pacino in the 2007 film, or was it the 2008 film called 88 Minutes? He's wearing that, and as well as the character of Han, played by Song Kang, is wearing a Monaco in the film. I can't even tell which model is it. But all in all, it is a great timepiece. There's nothing to complain about. But all in all, it is magnificent. And maybe later on video, let's talk about watches and movies and which is your favorite movie. You know, you gotta have I mean, it depends on what genre are we talking about, from action to horror, comedy, sci-fi-ish. Maybe you'll get the hang of that. Let me see if I can turn it around that way. Okay. Well, that's close enough. And with that, let's take a little bit of quick music to 2018. Alrighty, with all that out of the way, it's time to play the music from 2018 with the song called I Wonder by Bay Ledges. If I could say that name, it's B-A-Y, Bay, L-E-D-G-S-G, whatever the name's gonna be. If anybody would like to know, let me know. But the last name is L-E-D-G-E-S, Bay Ledges, everybody. So enjoy. That was a good song, though. Well, y'all, what do you think of the music, and what do you think about this review and other things? And I'll leave you a link in the description for these chronos. I like to leave it the way mine is, but all in all, this is a great one. Heck, let's give a shout out to the collectors out there like Random Rob, Nick Shabazz, and the watch collectors out there like Austin Daniels and Bruce Williams. Let's give a shout out to that dude. Danny Handsome, but is known as Danny, what is it? Just Danny Mai, M-A-I. And G-Shaw Go and Jeshef, also known as G-Shaw Kai Fashion. Let's give a shout out to that dude, Mike835. And also the physical media collectors out there. Heck, give a shout out to all of you. Heck. And among other things, heck, if you enjoy Tag Heuer, you enjoy Heuer, you enjoy Steve McQueen, I'll leave you the link in the description box for the Duel with Lewis Hamilton and Steve McQueen, and as well as other things of these collectors. Heck, the watch guys, hell, shout outs to every one of you that's making Sparky Marky Mark 23 a cool channel. Not just for watches, but for other products that you're interested in getting, or it's your choice. And anyways, so this is Sparky Marky Mark signing off, y'all. Take care. God bless you. Catch you on the next vid, y'all. Yow!